Hey guys, thanks for tuning into my channel, Words of Divine Love. My name is Sarah. Today I'm going to share a message for the Divine Feminines, more of a personal journey. I'm going to share a second video that has a love reading because I know a lot of people come to watch that, but I've been guided to make a video for you, Divine Feminines, for what you need to know right now on the journey. So what your guides and angels want you to know to help you out. So my reads are a mix of, it's intuitively guided, so it's a mix of tarot and channeled messages. So once I start recording, I'm channeling messages for you. Okay, I'm part of the Divine Collective myself, so the messages I'm giving you are often also messages for myself. So it's not my advice or my opinion, it's what I'm guided to say by the team that I work with. Okay, so the things that I'm saying are also things for me to learn too, because I'm going through the personal journey with you guys right along beside you. And the reason I really wanted to make this particular video today is because, and I know a lot of you probably found me on Twinflame Facebook groups, and there's been a particular person posting kind of saying a lot of negative things about twin flames and calling it a hoax and triggering people. And what I want, or I guess what they want people to understand, is the twin flame journey is truly a journey about yourself, finding yourself, learning about unconditional love, so how to unconditionally love yourself, self-respect, self-worth. I feel like a lot of the things I see about twin flames is a lot of focus on the other person and the relationship, but the thing is, you have to move away from putting a lot of focus on the other person. It needs to be a lot of inward focus on yourself, learning the things that you need to change about you, because if you don't do any of the work, and you're watching these readings and it's saying there's going to be union and communication and you're not getting any, and you're upset because you're not getting that and you're thinking these readers are wrong, you need to take a look and see, have you done the inner work? Okay, a lot of people sell a lot of services, telling you all of these things, charging you all of this money, and you don't need to pay a whole lot of money. All you have to do is to go within, look at yourself, see the things about your life that you need to change. What don't you like about yourself? What types of things are holding you back? It's learning to see things from a new perspective, learning how to be compassionate, understanding, kind. That's what the Divine Feminine energy is. And I know it's really hard in the beginning. It's so hard not to focus on the relationship, and I, just like everyone else, can fall back into loops of that at different times. But you also realize that if you don't move forward as a person, your Divine Masculine won't move forward as a person either. They're inspired by us. They're changed because we change. So if you're not doing the work, you're not going to come into reconciliation with that person. And on the flip side of it, your Divine Masculine, they have free will, and they can also choose to not do the work. Okay, I'm not going to say that every single twin flame is always going to come into union. Some people are meant to be in union in this lifetime, and some people are not. And it's all about whether you are willing to learn your karmic lessons and change yourself, and that your twin is willing to do the same. You both have to be willing, or it doesn't work. Okay, and the biggest part is forgiveness. You need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive your person, and you need to start seeing things from a new perspective. And that's one of the really important things that they want you to know, is like the journey, it's about becoming one with yourself, not becoming one with another person. And not everyone is necessarily meant to have a romantic relationship with their twin. Some people are meant to just have a really good friendship. Some people are meant to just meet and have them trigger each other, and they're meant to be with soulmates. Okay, everybody's twin flame story is unique and completely different. Okay, you can't put it in a box. There's a lot of similarities, but you know, what you feel is real, what you know is real. However, twin flame relationships do mirror toxic, abusive relationships, and you really need to take a step back and evaluate if you are in a toxic, abusive relationship. Okay, and even if this person truly is your twin flame, you need to step back. You need to step back and step away from that, because it's the only way that you heal and that they heal. And if you truly have a soul connection with this person, what is meant for you will always be for you. So it doesn't matter if you walk away. They will come back. You will be brought back together if you're meant to be back together. What is meant for you will be for you. So if you believe you have a soul connection with the person who you listen to these reads for, you need to trust in the journey. You need to take time to focus on yourself. Okay? And when you focus on yourself, your person will start to do the same. And if it's a true soul connection, a true twin flame, you will see it unfold in front of your eyes. And they're guiding me to share, sort of a part of my story with you, is that's kind of a lesson that I had to learn, more recently in my journey, is that if you put too much outward focus, things start to crumble. It causes tower moments. You need to, even if you're in communication with your person, you need to keep the focus inward. You need to keep your vibration high. You need to keep your focus inward, and you need to keep your expectations in your twin flame relationship very low. You can't put high expectations on it. It leads to disappointment. Okay, it's not a fairy tale, it is work. For some people it may be, but for most of us, a lot of things have happened between us and our twin, and when you come back together, there's a period of time where you have to realign with each other. Keep in mind, as feminines, our 3D self and our 5D self are on the same level, we understand, but when we meet our masculine, his 3D self and his 5D self are not here. So when we're doing these readings, we're talking to their 5D self, who is here, okay? They're up here, they're aware, they get it, and they're trying to match up with the 3D self, right? But they have to catch up, and they're not, some of them will come to you caught up, and some of them won't, and they may offer you a friendship, just even a casual back and forth talking once in a while. And then that builds into something. Some of them may come forward and instantly want a relationship and all of these things. But it's going to be different for everyone depending on what you've been through in your story. So don't have higher expectations than just to be open to what could happen. And I can just tell you that based on my own experiences, that putting expectations on it causes tower moments. It causes, and those tower moments are important. Every time we have a tower moment, it's to learn something. And for me, it was to learn boundaries, right? So it wasn't something important that needed to happen so I could learn. However, I'm being guided to share this with you so that other people don't have to look back in hindsight and say, hey, I should have just stepped back, stepped away, and focused on myself. So that's what they want you to know. Always focus on you, and that's why they're guiding me to do this reading for you. So, sorry, that was a bit of a long message, but it's just really important that people understand, like, you don't need your twin to complete you. You complete yourself. You are complete without them. You're not missing anything without them. They enhance you, but you are already complete. You do not need them, and that's what really the journey is about, is that learning that it's about you. You provide your own happiness. You fill up your own cup. You provide all the love that you need for yourself. You know what I mean? You're independent and you can do it on your own. But you're open and willing and ready to share that with someone, share your love with someone, but you are complete without that person. So don't think that if your twin flame doesn't wake up or doesn't, it doesn't work out, that you're not complete without them. You're not missing anything. You are perfect the way that you are, okay? So don't let any readers or other people selling you things convince you that if you don't have your twin that you are not complete. That is not true, okay? That is not true. You are complete on your own. They enhance your life. They don't complete it, okay? So let's see what they want you to know. What can we tell the Divine Feminines about their journey? What guidance do you have? The Divine Feminine Collective. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. What? Oh, thank you. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. So I just got these cards today. It's the Healing Mantra deck. So this is the very first time that I'm using them. Okay, so the first card that came up, Balancing the Brain. I can be and do all at once. Okay, so intuitively when I'm reading this card, it's letting me know this is about finding balance in your life, okay? Also finding balance, a lot of us are spiritual, or learning that we have gifts and becoming more spiritual, okay? This is about also finding balance between being spiritual and also being in the 3D, okay? So, you know, you can't spend too much time in the clouds, but you don't want to spend too much time in the 3D. You want to still be meditating and connecting to source, to the divine, okay? So that you can get that guidance that you need, but you need to find balance in that, okay? So you're not going too far one way or the other. The next card is amplifying abundance. Abundance is my birthright and I receive it now. Okay, so for a lot of us, there's a lot of blessings around the Divine Feminine Collective right now. And what I'm understanding is that some of you are thinking about going forward with something and you're unsure of it. You're concerned about money. They're saying, don't worry about that. It's okay to go forward on that. So that's a message specific for a few people. And it will let you know, if you've been guided to watch this, there is a message in here for you somewhere. The entire reading may not resonate with you at all times, but there's definitely a message in here if you've been guided to watch this. Also, these readings are timeless, okay? Energy is fluid, so anytime that you are guided to watch this, it is accurate for that time for you, okay? So also with amplifying abundance, I feel like it's not even just talking about financial abundance. This is abundance in all areas of your life. This is emotional fulfillment. It's letting you know right now on the journey, you're coming into a time of peace because abundance is coming to you. You can relax a little bit, let go of the fear that you have, because right now what you want to focus on is being positive and amplifying those abundant feelings that you do have, because there's tons of abundance around you waiting, okay? And it is coming in for you. I do sense that for a lot of the Divine Feminine Collective. This is going to be October, kind of November, December is going to be starting to abundance growing for you. And also just a lot of people coming into reconciliation and feeling that kind of abundant love with that person. Releasing expectations. Only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. So interesting, they're just kind of confirming what they had me channel earlier about releasing expectations. Like, you know, when your person comes forward to you, and like I said, they may not come forward the way that you want. I know a lot of people watch these readings and it's like, oh my God, they're going to come forward with this cup of love and it's going to be this and it's going to be this and it's going to be, you know, Disney romance, you know, fairy tale. That's, you know, we have to be realistic in how we look at the situation, because if we build it up to be this huge, we're going to run into each other's arms and make love all night and talk about our hopes and dreams and bear it all. And the first, you know, day we see each other, you're going to be really disappointed if that doesn't happen. And then when you put that disappointment, it really crushes the excitement and the happiness, you know? So be excited to spend time, no matter what that time is, even if it's just a coffee or a phone call or a 10-minute text message conversation. You know, put gratitude towards that and be excited for the next time that you get to talk to them, that you get to spend time with them. Don't put a lot of expectations on it and allow things more to surprise you. Okay, that was a lesson I had to learn about expectations and having that bring down my vibration and learning to release expectations. And when I did that, it instantly raised my vibration and I felt a lot better. Okay, so they're really encouraging you to release any expectations around that right now. Focus on yourself. That's what's important. Exploring unity consciousness. Sorry, I know there's a lot of glare. I am one eternal light appearing as all. So remember, in the twin flame journey, you are never apart from your twin. Okay, separation is an illusion. So you are one soul. You are always together. You are always one. You're just separate on the 3D. Okay, this person is just a vessel, but you are always one with yourself. Okay? You can also always connect with your person on the 5D level. Okay, so through meditation, dream state, things like that, we're able to connect with our person. Some people can connect telepathically. Some people are really close in reading energies. It just depends. Everybody's twin flame connection is different, but most of us share an ability to feel each other, and all of us share an ability to connect on the 5D. Okay, so they're also wanting to let you know that even though you're apart, you can connect on the 5D. Reach out to your twin there. Okay. Inviting ecstasy. I am worth all the pleasure my heart desires. Okay, so they want you to know with this, like, you are worthy of all of the things that you want, all of the love that you have been looking for, hoping for, waiting for. You are deserving of that, and it is coming for you. Okay, that's part of the abundance that is coming for you. It is coming. Okay, but we have to be patient, and it's really hard sometimes to be patient, especially when we spend a lot of time kind of hyping ourselves up for it. It's like, and we live in a society of we want it now, we get it now. So it's super hard to be patient, but being patient is what's going to invite that ecstasy into your life. Because if you try to force or push, it adds roadblocks and detours, and it takes you, you know, like 10 steps back each time there's a roadblock and a detour. Right? So in order to invite that ecstasy, that relationship into your life, you need to release expectations. You need to release putting too much thought into that person. Okay? And invite getting excited about yourself. Okay? So, you know, ecstasy, and in this case, I'm also hearing it as, you know, like immense happiness. Bring that in for yourself. You are the person who provides your own happiness. You are the person that fills your own cup. Okay, and you need to invite that in and be open to receive and allow that. Sharing shame. When I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. In this, what I'm hearing for this card is a lot of people, and if you don't, you should meditate. And this is a time when we receive a lot of information. It's a time when we learn things about ourselves. We're able to go within and learn the things we need to change about ourselves. And in sharing shame, it's like when you share, even, you know, when you're talking to yourself in your own mind and you're talking about things that you maybe have been ashamed of in your life. It's like what I was saying in the channeled message about forgiveness. It's about bringing that shame forward to yourself and forgiving yourself and letting it go. Okay, when you forgive yourself, you give yourself permission to be. Okay, so they're just confirming what I said earlier about why forgiveness is so important. So when I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. Okay, so they're really guiding us here to meditate and look on things. Also with this, I'm hearing if you're triggered by things and something causes you pain, that's a time that you need to go within and look and think, why does that cause me pain? Why does this hurt me? That's something that you need to fix, you need to work on. Things that trigger you are things that you need to take a second and pay attention to, because those are the things that are going to help you through your journey as you learn what triggers you and where that comes from, and then healing that thing and moving forward. Okay, so that's really important to reflect on those things, because when you share that, even if it's just with yourself in your own mind, with your inner self, forgiving yourself and giving yourself permission to let those things go will free you. Okay? Discovering happiness. I allow myself to be content exactly as I am. So I feel like this goes along with forgiving yourself. As you forgive yourself, you learn to be happier with yourself, to become more content with who you are, with the person who you're truly meant to be. A lot of us have maybe been living lives where we didn't really maybe like the person that we were, and we woke up a lot of the time being unhappy and being miserable before our day even started. And now, as things are changing and you're growing, you're probably noticing in your day-to-day life, you're starting to feel more content, happy for no reason at times. And they want you to be in that position of open to allow, like I said earlier, being in a position of allowing to, allow that happiness in and realize that you are the person who makes you happy. You are the person who, you need to be happy being by yourself. You need to be able to fulfill yourself in order to be in a fulfilling relationship with someone else. And your person needs to be able to do that too. They need to have the ability to fill up their own cup with happiness. That's how you don't have a codependent relationship. Okay? If one or the other person or both are dependent on each other for their happiness, you have codependence and an imbalance. Both people need to be happy on their own and happy with themselves in order to be able to come together, or at least pretty close. Sometimes twins need to come together to heal some last kind of wounds together, but for the most part, you need to be overall very, especially the feminine, you know who you are, stand in your power, be true to yourself. These are lessons I'm learning, we're all learning, okay? So as I allow myself to be content exactly as I am, discovering happiness. So honoring adversity. A fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. So with this, a lot of us right now are probably having some of our life path revealed to us. And it's a whole, maybe something we never even imagined we would do, or just a completely new direction that maybe some people are like, whoa, that's, weird, like me doing this YouTube thing. People are like, oh, are you sure? And other people are like, wow, that's great. So, you may be doing something like that right now that you're being called to do. Maybe you're a bit nervous about that, or people are putting a bit of doubt around that. Honor adversity, go forward with that. This isn't a time to be, to have fear or to be scared around that. You are being guided to do so, then go for it. If you have something to share, you want to make a YouTube channel like what I'm doing, it may be the time for you to do something like that. Also with this card, honoring adversity is sticking it out, having trust, having faith in the journey, trusting that, you chose this before you came here, before you reincarnated into this life. You chose this, you signed up for this, and you would never give yourself more than you can handle. So this is, I personally had a moment of kind of being like, I didn't choose this. And then I realized, wait, yes, I did. I knew all the possible outcomes when I came here, and I was okay with it. I knew I could handle it, and that gave me strength. And it's just changing your perspective, and I hope for maybe some people hearing that will help you to change your perspective and think, yeah, wow, I did choose this, and I can handle this, and I am strong enough. And a lot of, to me, the overall message of this is about finding strength, moving forward. Even when adversity comes at you, it's like, it's okay. Keep pushing forward. Don't let anybody take you down. What you feel is real. What you know to be true is what is true. And it doesn't matter what anybody else says, what anybody else thinks. Nobody can take away from your experiences. Nobody knows what you felt, what you've experienced, what you've been through. Only you know. Okay, so only in these cases you trust yourself. Listen to your heart. Listen to what your inner self is telling you to do, because you are being guided. And I know sometimes people find that hard to accept or find that strange to think, but our intuition, especially as divine feminine, becomes very strong. Okay, and we are really guided. That's a big part of unconditional love, is leading with love. Okay, not leading from a place of logic or ego, because what is ego? Fear, doubt, anger, things like that, right? So as feminines, we need to learn to lead from love. So that's why learning unconditional love, learning how to love yourself, learning compassion, learning kindness, understanding is really important for us, because as feminines, it's important for us to be in control of our emotions and our masculine and feminine side, because we do share both and we switch back and forth to both. Okay, but standing in our power and being the people we're meant to be means that we have a good stronghold over balance in that. Okay, so we really need to flip our perspective and see things from both sides and understand we're going through a really tough journey, but so is our person. Okay, your person is also going through it. They're struggling through it. They're feeling what you feel. And even if they don't say that to you in person, even if you're not speaking, they do have a magnetic pull to you. If you share a true soul connection with this person, they will be magnetically drawn to you. And they won't understand why, but they will be drawn to you. Just keep doing the work. Focus on yourself. Make it about you, and understand that it's a personal journey. It's a personal journey about growth, learning unconditional love, learning self-worth, okay, and learning self-respect, and standing up, standing in your power, and becoming, the person you were meant to be, the person that you signed up to be, the person that you came here to be. Okay, so I hope that you guys like this video. Please subscribe, like, share so that we can build a family, get the message out to other people. Please comment, let me know what you thought of the video, if you want to see more stuff like this, and keep an eye out. I'm going to post a masculine to feminine love reading for you guys as well. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Bye, guys.